Hey folks, and welcome back to the channel. So let's just jump straight into it. I'm on hccfactory.com, which is the home for all projects HCC related. It really is our little oasis of just goodness here. We really are building for the blockchain. So moving forward with ProjectLUNCBurn, we've made a few changes recently, and this is more or less a mistake on my part. It's a mistake for me to rely on 100,000 people to simply get involved in something and onboard. It really was a mistake on my part. So what we've done, we've made two changes. First, we upped the price to 100k LUNC, and then we thought to ourselves, well, no, this is silly. We should realistically look at the data that we have available. We've looked at that data. We're averaging out that each person's buying between 4 and 15 NFTs. So we've then sort of found the nice sweet position in that, and we thought 250k LUNC reduces it to 20k NFTs to sell. And the reason why it's so important for this project to mint out is not only for the burning, it's because there are more phases to this. This project packs a secret punch. Like I've been saying in the previous video this morning, okay, I don't create half-assed projects. I come with a full ticket. But what you get is you get that in phases. There's no point me releasing everything so fast at once and having all of these different things for people to get involved in. We've got to do it in stages. We've got to do it slowly. We've got to dip our toe into the pond before we go for a full swim. But I assure you, phase 2 is going to be utterly insane. We're taking this project to a whole new level. And the idea behind this project initially, like I've stated in the white paper, is trying to teach people to get together, to put an investment together as a group that is there forever. It doesn't rely on all of these different things and these different factors. It's just simply there forever. The assets are owned by the community. And I think that's something that has been more or less misunderstood, is the funds for ProjectLUNCBurn don't belong to me. They don't belong to HCC Factory. They belong to the community that have got behind this, but they belong to each and every NFT project. You know, the owners are the ones that, you know, it's all you folks that have got together to do this. It's you who are making the sacrifice. I've bought a considerable amount of these myself, I must admit, but ultimately it's you, the community, that are going to get involved in this. And 20,000, it's such an achievable target. 100,000 was achievable, but it's, you know, it's such a long distance goal for a lot of people, and this is so much of a shorter distance. In fact, we've reduced it by, you know, at certain scales 80-ish%. It's good, and like I was saying, the average person is actually buying more than 4 of these, so this is a really good sort of zone for this. So moving forward with phase 2, right, it's so important. We'll be replacing the white paper with a new one. There'll just be a few changes to obviously the prices and stuff. So this does have a phase 2, and it's so important for people to understand that this isn't just an NFT project that, you know, has its first round and then it's done, okay? And the second phase, let me give you a little hint, doesn't incorporate us selling any NFTs. Like I say, we're taking this to the next level. We're giving people what they want, okay? We're giving you the tools that you are more or less utilizing in so many different places. We're just going to bundle it all down into one little care package and put that forward. And I'm working on a lot of different things, and all of them are actually burn related, because it just seems like this is something that we need to get a hold of. The L1 team seems to have things tied up pretty well. We've got Redline Drifters working on a USTC repeg, and we've got every other influencer is just ejecting out. They're ejecting out of LUNC, and they're just keeping their nodes running and just keeping things ticking over, just in case things start to come back, things start to go upwards, and you'll see them come running back. We've got projects that have, you know, collapsed, and their best interest is just simply relaunching. So I get it. People want to see movement. People, even if that means re-supporting a project that just more or less rugged a community for a load of money, and now they're using their funds, you know, to relaunch and get audits and stuff like that. It's peculiar to me as from where I sit, but, you know, who am I to argue of what the major broader community is doing? It's very interesting to me to see that, you know, Terraport collapsed, but, you know, Terra C Vita, who own Terraport, you know, still got all that voting power. They've still got all these things. It's really strange to me. But like I said, who am I to question what the community want and what they're doing? All I can simply do is provide tools here. Project LUNCBurn's doing good. It's got just under 1,000 NFTs minted on that. We're going to be doing a lot of giveaways. A lot of community members are actually sending and donating NFTs for giveaways for Project LUNCBurn on top of buying them. It's simply just to the donation wallet that's provided. Anybody can get that from the description, so it's not really a choice that I have. But we're doing everything that we can to try and mint this project out as fast as we can to get through phase 1, to get to phase 2, where we're realistically going to be doing something even more insane, even more crazy, and to provide even more burns. And once phase 2 is successful, then we'll find a phase 3. We'll find other ways to burn and continue burning. And, you know, I'm here for the long haul, like I've been saying, regardless of even my work and everything else that I've got to do. I'm still here, I'm still trying, still creating content, and still here supporting the LUNC community. I'm still sitting on my bag. I hope you all still are too. Our validating node's doing really well, especially with the current situation where the LUNC price is so low. I'm just doing everything I can just to simply keep our ship sailing in these really, really tough times. All of these nodes that are a lot higher us, they're breaking even and getting a little bit more. So I'm hoping we can get to sort of like that status in the future. That's really something that would be really good and really helpful for all of us here in HCC and the HCC community. It would just, you know, it helps ease and alleviate that stress each month of all of the things that we've got going on. There are talks of a 5% commission rate that's going to come into play, a minimum 5% commission rate. I've always questioned things like that because you can't force validators to change. When you make that kind of change to the system, it's only new validators that join that can't actually set it to zero, to the 5% level. They would have to be set above that. I think the change that's coming actually overcomes that hurdle, and it will force all validators above that 0%. So I think there is going to be a change in the wind. But you know, a lot of people need to understand as well, with a project like this, as the price of LUNC goes back up, our commission will go down, meaning that this project and other projects in our sector that are delegating with us, you know, their burn rate goes up, which is good for business. Because I can tell you something now, a lot of validators aren't going to correct as the price of LUNC goes back up. They're just going to stay at that rate and hope for the best, that nobody questions it or things like that. We're always going to be watching the price of LUNC, and like I said, adjusting our node accordingly as the price goes up or as the price goes down. And even now, like I was saying, with the price being so low, we're not breaking even. I'm still keeping it at 7% because I refuse to go to 8%, and I'm simply just covering that extra £200-300 each month towards the node. But folks, honestly, I'm so excited for Project LUNCBurn to mint out, especially now with this change. I know a lot of people are not going to agree with it, but you know, the numbers don't lie, the statistics don't lie, and we've really gone off of our best gut feeling on this, backed by data. It was a mistake on my part at the beginning. That's been corrected now. White papers are available for all of our projects on the HCC Factory. You can get information for everything on there. You can follow our new Twitter pages for Project LUNCBurn and PenguinsNFT if you are involved in that. Do throw some support on both those Twitter pages. We've literally got 43 followers, so hoping that we can garner more followers, more support on both of these pages with all of the different supporters that I've got out there. And once again, thanking all of you, thanking everybody that continues to support, shares, likes, retweets, subscribes, comments, and all of those different things. And if I haven't earned your subscription by now, I hope during this video I have. Folks, none of this is financial advice. It's all for educational purposes only. Stay safe, stay humble, stay aware, beware of scammers, beware of doppelgangers, beware of anybody who pretends to be me, and I'll catch you in the next one. Shoo!